This is Josh from Mike Paranormal. Today I'm going to be talking about one of the more touchy subjects of the paranormal field, and that is home study courses. I personally believe that you can learn as much from a book. I believe that the home study course can go into some details that a book won't, but there's pros and cons with them. As a pro, like I just said, I think they could go into a little more in detail if the presenters of the program are educated well enough in the subject. If they were wanting to do that, why didn't they just write a book? But, they probably figured they could make a little more money from the home study course. But, it is what it is. Some home study courses will put you on a list once you complete them, and it makes networking with other researchers in your area or around the country a little easier, and potential clients could find you easier, maybe if they pay for the promotion of the site and for other people to find them, or to find the clients or find them, so you could gain friends within the community and clients. So there are some pretty good pros, and the cons are you could get a lot of useless information out of it. You could spend 70, 80, 90, 100 something bucks for a program that you could spend 15 on and buy a book, or cheaper yet, go surfing the internet and find it. If you were pretty good at like note taking, you could, pretty much take stuff from the internet and build your own database of information and put it together and use it as a new members packet and find out this information for completely free off the internet. Another thing is there's people out there who just want to make a quick buck. Paranormal's I would call it a big budget field. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but all they have to do is just slap that phrase ghost hunting equipment in front of it, and the price will jack up 50 or more dollars sometimes. Like if you knew how to hack a radio, you could hack the radio instead of keeping that constant scan. You could buy the radio, hack it, take the chip out of it, or manipulate it the way it would need to be done, and then you could, bam, sell it on the marketplace for, you bought it for 20 bucks, you could sell it for 50, 70. That's not what they were designed for. It just become that. So I didn't mean for this to become a ghost hunting gripe video, but in a way it kind of is. I personally have taken one. It was an EVP course, and I took it about 10 years ago. And I learned some things from it. I can learn that same information by doing a Google search today. The information is more out there today than it was 10 years ago. So I think, depending on the information, ghost hunting courses are, I think, a thing of the past, honestly. I know the International Ghost Hunter Society used to have a huge one, and since both Sharon and Dave Oyster have both passed, unfortunately, um, their thing is kind of gone away. And I was just doing some little bit of research here and there uh, for this video, and that used to be a fairly expensive course, like a lot of money, like upwards of $200. Today it's like 15 or 20. I mean, it's gone down a lot. So if you were interested in learning their information, um, check them out at Ghost Web. I'll link some ghost hunting courses in the description because there's a couple of them that may be good. And there's some stuff that are probably in some books or in online, but compiling it all together would take days or months or longer. If they would just take all the good information that you need to know and compress it into one little, then that would be pretty good too. And provide links and stuff like that for further education. That would be really helpful. With as vast as the internet has gotten, and with as many paranormal groups, and with what YouTube's done and all the information that's popped up on it, and I think the ghost hunting course has ran its course. So I would suggest a good book, honestly. But if you're wanting to take that course, then if you learn from it, that's awesome. That is awesome. And but I just warn you, there are some out there that do suck, and there's some books out there that are horrible. I can't remember. I think it was just called Paranormal Investigator's Manual or something like that. I bought it on eBay for $2, and this was probably, well, I'd say probably close to about 8 to 10 years ago. I sent this guy an email and jumped him up one side and down the other. He never replied. So he was either used to it, or he may have put together as a joke. But for the most part, it was a normal manual. Nothing, I didn't learn anything, but there was a part of it where he got to in the investigation techniques. And this is the part where I wanted to smack the guy's lips off his face, because he was talking about investigating graveyards with funerals going on, and pretty much intruding on the funeral as it was happening to try to see if the deceased was there with them, and doing, pretty much stalking people that live in known haunted houses. And it was just like, oh my God. And he got to the part where he was talking about charging for investigations. He was like, oh yeah, I made a video on this. He was like, you could charge for the investigation because people will pay it if they're in fear. I'm afraid of spiders, and I will pay an exterminator to come in and get rid of them. And sometimes it does work. A lot of times it does work. If I'm afraid of ghosts, I'm not going to call in a ghost hunter. I'm going to call in something else, especially if they're going to charge me an arm and a leg for something that is considered to be a pseudoscience. I'm not going to pay somebody $400 or $500, which this guy was talking about doing, charging people that kind of money, and then all of a sudden just telling them, well, we didn't find nothing, have fun. And this is the kind of stuff this guy was saying. He says you could do very little work and make gobs of money, where you could actually make ghost hunting your full time. I was like, oh my God, is this guy being for legitimate right now? But That's whenever I sent that guy an email. I was like, dude, you are freaking worthless. But, and it's people like him that makes this field, gives this field a bad name. If you've taken a home study course, let me know your opinion on them. We can discuss it in the comments below. If you're new to the channel and you like whatever I put up, subscribe. But I will link those sites in the video below, or in the comment section below. But yeah, I'm just saying, be careful with that, because you can get ripped off a lot of money. So this is Josh from Mike Paranormal, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.